set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Cannon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, Cannon. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cannon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And on the first drive of Week 1, they get the football, and it's almost like it's Week 10 for them. Their offense really looked in sync.
What a great carryover, because everyone talks about putting this in place, OTAs, mini camps, even through the preseason. This team came out as if they had seen it happen many, many times before. Fantastic job establishing themselves on the opening drive.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter, you're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. He sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Here we go. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newton. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Here we go. Green 39.
On first and 10. Cannon. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Cannon. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot?
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Still shedding tackles. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Off play action. Cannon. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Green 39! Green 39!
So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 9-0 our score, and we're back to Oakland after this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green!
Looking to throw. Cannon firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the play fake. Cannon. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Mario Edwards. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Cannon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider 1st.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. A beautiful fake. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Set. Blue.
Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down. He'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down. Cannon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Throwing again. Cannon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Cannon. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Cannon. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw on second down. Cannon throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first and 10, Cannon. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Raiders trail at home at halftime. The Bills have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Raiders on offense. First quarter winding down. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This goes for a loss of 9. The Bills up now by 9. Bills have it at the 2. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That pushes the lead to 23. So that'll do it for us. Let's get back out to Oakland now as we turn it back over to Brandon Guy.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Newton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Off play action. Cannon. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Cannon. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the carry, it's Olawale. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And the Bills getting set to go.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. No, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Operating from the gun. Cannon. Pressure comes and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Now let's go. Green 19.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newton. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go. Green 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 19.
And he fires one incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Let's go. Green 39.
Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll set up a throw. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders get a score closer. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Cannon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Newton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. This is incomplete.
Let's go! 3-19!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively.
Green, 39!
Shedding the tackle. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
I'm not not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And now running right through it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Second down following the incompletion. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bills, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.